My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. The dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the show must go on. And you know, I am very resistant to today's message, which is striking me as very odd because it does have to do with the Mega Happy timeline. So this is going to be for Collective. I don't know how many other people are going to be very interested in this. But this is about assignments. There are assignments that have to do with ushering in the Mega Happy timeline for those who care to create such a thing within consensus reality. And these things, or a certain amount of them, have to be done like kind of sort of around the close of like 2027, or else like the period is going to be lost. And so I've said before that like no one, like I can't tell you exactly what to do, right? Whatever is supposed to be being done is going to fall in line with your authenticity. So what you are supposed to do is get rid of all the things that aren't actually you. Get rid of all the distractions. And that's going to look a lot of different ways. Like some of you aren't supposed to be smoking. Some of you aren't supposed to be doing the jobs that you're currently doing. Some of you aren't supposed to be with the partners that you're currently with. I can't tell you what that is though. Those are major life decisions. But you will know what is obstructing you from you because you will be in a certain state of suffering because of it. So that's part of what you're supposed to be doing, is eliminating whatever is obstructing you from you. Then you must make contact with you. That's just your authenticity. And then once you are operating out of your authenticity, you will be automatically doing the thing that is ushering in the Mega Happy timeline. Okay, and usually that has to do, like, in order to be your authentic self, one of the things that's usually in the way of that is like managing mental illness and healing trauma and all that great stuff. You need to be operating from wholeness. Operating from your authenticity is also operating from wholeness, and it's not a space of total and complete healing. You can be operating from wholeness at any moment, actually. You can be operating from wholeness without having all your trauma healed and all that stuff, but typically they kind of go hand in hand for the most part. But apparently, we have 4 broad categories of assignments that I will be talking about, and I would assume that these are just categories. I don't know what they are. We're going to figure that out today. But then within those 4 broad categories, there's like an infinitude of like subcategories. Like the assignments aren't like, this is explicitly what you have to do. It's just a general idea. If you are confused, it's to give you kind of something, a little bit of structure to latch onto in case you are preferring that and would feel supported by it. But if you already know what you are going to be doing, then there's no need for you to be watching this video. So what's up here? Ah, yes, to do the magic. To do the magic, to do the show. We've got to do the show, okay, or else this isn't going to happen. Some form of solitude will be necessary to become a magician. Most of you have already done this within the last 7 years, but it's like, you are the master magician. You are, but it's sort of like when I'm saying it's like you're a baby in this, it's like you almost don't understand your full power. You actually don't understand that you are the magician, you are the emperor, it's done. You're kind of like, you might be acting in page energy, but you're actually in like full-fledged Ipsissimus, okay? You think you're a neophyte, you're an Ipsissimus, okay? So drop the neophyte and just get on the Ipsissimus shit. And there's some sort of, mourning over like an ideology, perhaps. Like there might be some particular, well, yeah, if you're not, okay, so let's say you're already the Abscissimus, right? You're already the Emperor, but you are behaving as a neophyte, or you think you're a neophyte. If all the energy work is done and you're just believing you're a neophyte, you're not going to be an Abscissimus. So you need to drop that belief. You need to grieve it. And whatever thing is there, like preventing you from getting into that so you can step into glory, okay? 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. So that's probably the final step, is to understand that you are the great magician, okay? Some of it. And this is a no. That's like the final part of this underlying message. So a lot of you have already done everything you need to do. It's just this last thing that you need to cast off, this belief about yourself. The 4 of Wands just popped out. So probably you will be doing this successfully, and it's just going to be a big celebration. And you watching this video is just part of the process of this reality unfolding around you. I don't know that you actually need to do anything at all, but just understand what I'm telling you is true, because you're already the star. So, all right. So I have our 4 assignments here. No. Yes. This one has been wanting to come out a lot. No, no, yes. This one as well. I just turned that. See, they want to offer you something. A lot of things. But again, there are like some beliefs here still. Some beliefs here. This first, then we're clarifying with that. Okay. And so if you didn't know, yes, you must put some beliefs to death about yourself. If you didn't know, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, we have entered carnival season. And so that these assignments are coming out now is a very good sign, because carnival season is a season of chaos. A season of absolute chaos and pandemonium. So while that is going on, all your little internal and external realities are going to be in a bit of a flux, because we are eating away at what consensus reality is and means to everyone, to have these spontaneous like parties that are just going on throughout, you know, the running of the structured running of consensus reality, I suppose. So you will have this bit of a breakdown in the realms in order to assist you with this work that you're going to be doing, at least the inner work with yourself. And also, carnival season is the time of the clown. And I'm not supposed to tell you about the clown yet, but I can tell you that this is the season of the clown. And it's a good thing. Okay. Oh, wow, that's a powerful one. Ah, another powerful one. There's a lot of powerful energy on the table. Like I said, it is the season of the clown. So throw your cares to the wind and throw your beliefs into the ether as well. Burn them in effigy so you can come into congress with your true self. You're going to need to work through that pain in order to do it. But you will have guidance, okay? You're going to have guidance. There's going to be a little bit of destruction here. A little bit of like, oopsie, but don't worry. That's just what happens when materiality goes into flux like that, all right? Relax. Relax about it, because I promise you it's all going to work out in the end. Trust me. Trust me, I've seen these things. I've seen them. I feel so bizarre. This is such a bizarre read. I don't really care for it all that much. You know what it is? It's because it's strange and alien energy, and usually when I'm giving a collective read, it's kind of like something a bit more grounded. Even though it is working out the energy and in the alignment, this is not that. Like, this is something fucking weird. All right. So our first assignment, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. This is some sort of like, this is exposing conflict, or it is like grounding conflict. Okay, we're going to clarify and take each assignment to its fullest before moving on to the next assignment. So here's our Page of Pentacles. This is some sort of healing. This is some sort of healing, conflict resolution internally and externally. That is the first assignment. Yeah, it's some sort of unification work. Healing work, unification work, energy work. What's this that flew out? Oh, this is something that you would, y'all might be therapists or something like that. This is something, because we have this King of Cups here, this might be something that you've already been working on for the past 7 years and you're getting ready to act on it. If not, what this is telling you is that if you're resonating with assignment number 1, that you need to start investing and acting on this because you have this great healing potential inside of you. And it would like to be expressed. I've got a lot of water here. This is a lot of energy and emotional work. I have the 8 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and the Moon. And what I'm seeing is this is about getting people to leave certain ways of behavior. Like you're turning that 5 of Wands into the 3 of Cups. So being that that is Wands, that is some form of like, usually it's the coins or the pentacles that are expressing something in materiality. The wands can do it too, because that's usually some sort of, sometimes, external action. It's something you are taking action with the body, and not just like thinking about it or anything. Sometimes it is internal energy though. But likely this is action. There are people or situations that you're aware of where you can see that there is conflict. What you can also see is the source of this conflict. You can see why it is manifesting this way. And so what you are in some way doing here is you are getting people to understand the source of their manifestations. Why is this manifesting? Well, here's where it is in the energy. You need to leave behind this particular pattern of energy, which like usually when someone's manifesting something in materiality, right? If you're already having manifestations on the material realm, you generally, for most people, you have to like walk them backwards. Like you have to get them to see the manifestation, understand the behaviors that they're doing, connect for those people, how those behaviors are connected to thoughts, and then get them to understand that those thought patterns are also connected to energy. So we're going, like the way it's manifesting is from the energy to the thought, to the expression of the thought, to the external environment, and then into the manifestation. So you're working them backwards to get them back into their energy so they can correct the energy, align the energy, change the way they're thinking and behaving, and therefore change the manifestation. And in order to do that with the energy, that usually is like, you know, trauma work of some sort, or seeing something that they cannot see. That usually, it's not that they can't see it, usually it's that they don't want to see it. They don't want to see it because it's painful. That's why. But until they deal with that painful thing, well, we will continue to manifest this, all right? Even though you don't want it. or they don't want it. So you get them to walk away from that into the congruent energy, right? And that is being done through a trip down into the depths, the darkness, the interior reservoirs and caverns of the mind, and the pools of like noxious shit in the heart that you need to like, I don't know, roto-rooter the fuck out of until you're getting to spring water, okay? That's what it is. So in whatever way you want to do that, you need to do that. You might need to get a license. I don't know. Apparently we're going around again though. No. Oh wait, there's one in here that's a yes. No. Oh, it's this one. That's the yes. Okay. Yes, it has to do with travel. You have to leave. In order to leave this, you've got to deal with this, of course. So we're pulling swords, we're unclogging your pussy nasty little heart that's giving you pussy nasty little manifestations, okay? And this might be something that you need, like I'm telling you that this is an assignment and that you're going to be doing this with other people. If you have not yet done this to yourself, you can't do this with other people. Yes, you're getting people to realize on that 3 of Cups, like how they can come into congruence with themselves for better manifestations. And this moon, doing this successfully. And likely this is some clarity. This is fantastic spring water energy. But it comes with tears, right? Like roto-rootering the heart and all of that stuff. Like that's grief work. But like people can do this. Like most people are capable of doing this. The ones who aren't, like it's a very, very small percentage. And the thing is, those are the people with very, very extreme like disabilities. Like very, very extreme cases of like personality disorder or whatever that have been like solidified like through age and behavior. And it's not that they could not change, like that is not barred from them. It's usually about willingness. Like someone has to be willing to do that, and like not like that's the thing that tends to be difficult because the thing itself wants to protect itself. So how do you get around that? So that is assignment number 1. So if you know that you've been working on this already, you're on the right track. If this is calling to you, it would likely be in your best interest to explore this until some other thing arises, right? Because you might think that you're supposed to do one thing, but really all you're supposed to do is like follow that thing because it's going to get you to what you're really supposed to do. Like so be very loose with this is what I'm saying. I'm not like some of you, yeah, that means you're meant to be like some form of therapist, or maybe you're meant to be initiated into some sort of shamanic order. Like, I don't know. It's just a general idea, right? So, but if you have not done that process on yourself, it's a calling to either begin that process on yourself or get more serious about it. So that is assignment number 1. Okay, assignment number 2. Well, it's some form of work, some sort of repetitive action within the material world. The 8 of Coins and the Queen of Swords. This is some sort of potentially lecturing as work. It's perhaps instructing. Maybe this is like you're meant to be a teacher of some sort. I am getting lessons from this, but this is something that you're supposed to be doing like professionally, like as work. So let's see, let's get it. Whoop, okay, Queen of Swords 1. All right, we get 4 on this Queen of Swords. And what's under here? Oh, the Sun. Like you, yes, you are meant to give okay, we got the Sun, Justice, and Strength. So this is something about giving clarity to people about like, it's about balancing. It's not the same thing as assignment number 1 though. Like assignment number 1 is way more like in the energetic realm. It's not that it doesn't involve an intellectual process, it most certainly does. But like assignment 1, the people over there are like way more down deep into like the emotions and the energy and the trauma and the this and the that. This seems way more like instructional and mind-based, and it's work. It's some sort of work. And I would guess that this is likely for the people who have already progressed beyond the need for whoever is serving them in assignment number 1. Like, there are people who either don't need the work that the people in assignment number 1 are doing, or there are people who are going to be leaving those teachers for other teachers, at least for a time, because like they might have like usually once somebody does the bulk of their like energy work, healing, wholeness work, it's not that they never need that again, especially if like something radical and traumatic happens to them afterwards, like a death in the family or something like that. They might need like some shoring up with it. But like typically people move past the need for like really deep trauma stuff. So this is some sort of like public teaching about like how to create stability in people's like home lives, finances, personal lives, relationships. And I have a King of Swords here. It's possible you might be partnering up with somebody else to do this. I'm getting like some of y'all in this particular group. This is a group that will have more like purpose-aligned partnerships in it. You perhaps will be teaching with another person, or somehow your partner is going to be assisting. Yeah, there's some sort of like partnership or teamwork. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a spouse or something like that, but I'm getting very much like there are a lot of purpose-aligned partnerships in this one. Whatever this assignment is, like these teachers are going to be like coming together to maybe create some sort of new way of teaching or new business or instructional work to help people out, support them. Oh, we have our 5 of Wands back again. So again, we're helping people with conflict here, but I mean, this is the work of the Mega Happy Timeline is essentially about a certain level of peace bringing, because like inner peace is part of the key to manifesting your preference. Maybe I shouldn't say peace. At least inner understanding, and understanding, like, because it's like we've got conflict and chaos right now, but it's not even chaos as like working for us, right? It's like we're at odds. Our energy is at odds. We're at odds with other people. And like, if you're doing that, like, it's going to make it harder for you to manifest. Yeah, we're coming into alignment with whatever this is. So this is, again, somehow straightening out the energy. But it's much more like instructional, verbal, informational, and demonstrational than the assignment number 1. But it is still kind of the same thing, because we're getting people through grief work here. Like I said, we're allowing people to, this is just energy cleansing is what it is. Like that's all it is. It's like, this is like, the simplest form of this is like a man who's a motivational speaker giving other men permission to cry. Okay, like it's as simple as that. Though that's not simple, but I'm just saying like that's a form it could take. So let's go around again, because I mean, this is very, I'm going to say like similar in purpose to assignment 1. It's just taking a different form, the Hierophant. Like this is, I'm telling you, this is more instructional. This is more teaching and not sitting with people in their trauma. This is like, listen to me. Like, so you might be doing this like on a stage or on a platform. You might end up like, oh, look, we got the Emperor here. I'm telling you, there is, and it's like a work thing. Like there is someone, like this is y'all, because Chariot Emperor, that's like teaching people how to, like if it's a man, right? I am going to teach you, I'm going to instruct you how to be the sort of man you want to be. Like, here's the template that you want to be this particular man. Okay, I'm going to tell you how to be that man. I'm going to tell you how to get your finances under control. I'm going to tell you how to protect yourself within the legal system. If you're open to partnerships with other people, I'm going to tell you the sort of qualities that you should be looking for in another partner, to establish some sort of like generational legacy, if that's what you're looking to create. Even if it's not through children of your own, you're just looking to create that foundational legacy for other people who don't have that in their own lives, right? Because that's very, very important. You might not be establishing intergenerational wealth and legacy for children that you will be having. You might be doing that for children who were born into poverty or horrible circumstances, whose biological family or family of origin cannot do that for them. And if they don't have some sort of intervention, they're going to go through a lot of like unnecessary shit. Like, just because, you know, of the circumstances of their birth. Like, we're looking to eliminate that. As much as humanly possible, we're looking to eliminate people being victims to the circumstances of their birth and the families that they were born into. That's what we're looking to eliminate here. And it's trauma reduction. Any type of system that is a trauma factory is going to require reform. And unfortunately, especially in America, that's a lot of systems. So this 5, yes, how to shift this grief work, like hidden grief, hidden pain, things that like we don't really want to look at. Because part of this, we're always saying with this 5 of Cups, oh, if they would just turn around, they would see the 2 cups behind them. Well, at the moment, they need to focus on those 3 cups. At the moment, they need to feel the pain that perhaps they've been disassociating from with other behaviors, substances, etc. Why? Because that is the thing that will shift the energy into alignment. Not just trying to turn around to distract yourself with some toxic positivity, bypassing positivity. No, you don't just turn around to the 2 cups. In fact, just trying to turn around to these 2 cups might be fucking yourself. You want to observe those 3 cups for a second. You want to review the tapes before you turn, okay? Because we want that good energy. Otherwise, you're just going back to the 4 of Cups and into the 5 of Cups again, or the 3, 4, 5, okay? You will not progress to the 6. Because that's an especially nasty loop to get stuck at 1 to 5. A lot of people get stuck there and they end up like not actually progressing through the 5 to the 6. They like do something weird at 5 to turn the 5 back into a 1. And then they start at 1, but it's actually the same cycle. They're in the 8 of Swords still. They're trapped by something, and all they're ever going to do over and over and over again is go from 1 to 5, 1 to 5, 1 to 5, and not pass through. Yes, like I said, not pass through. 1 to 5, 1 to 5, 1 to 5, over and over and over and over again. That's what we're trying to prevent here. This stuckedness to the 5. That's what it is. So this is way more cerebral. Yes, it's balancing out things of the mind. This is going to be more about belief systems. Because this is more about mental strongholds. So I'm saying it's different. Like a lot of these things are going to be working all together because it is kind of the same as like getting out of a mental stronghold also requires some energy work. It just might not be as extreme as in assignment 1, but we're still getting people out of a loop, a mind loop. You must break the cycle today or you will repeat the cycle tomorrow. All right, so 3 cards on these partnerships, the purpose-aligned partnerships perhaps that are coming with this. I just sense that very strongly, like that these are going to be like teams of people. Because that Hierophant is also like striking me as like marriage or something like it. Oh, our Queen of Swords is back. Lecturing to someone, though I haven't seen what that is yet. This is some sort of engagement. Page of Pentacles. Oof, oof. Whoever this is, who, like, say you are feeling very connected to this Queen of Swords, whether you're like, because we had the King of Swords under the deck, which is when I said there's a partnership there. You could be a King of Swords. Just because the Queen of Swords is present doesn't mean that that's necessarily a woman. But for the partner, for the person who will be presenting themselves to you in materiality, which it's not happening yet. It's not happening yet because, like, this person, whoever this partner is, they're dealing with some shit. And I get that a lot. Like, a lot of people's partners right now are dealing with, like, a lot of crap that they need to, like, work out before that they can do this. So likely you, like, I mean, you're going to need to step into your role anyway, to be forming that purpose-aligned partnership, no matter what the other person is doing. Yes, they're behind you. See, you are going to be kind of in your, like, purpose, which is very changeable, okay? I'm just saying, it's in a realm like this. You will be kind of like fully embarking into this, and there's someone coming up like behind you, like, hey, like, I want to join up over here. Yeah, like, there they are. So it's just like this person is coming up behind you, and then they will be presented in front of you as you are doing whatever this Queen of Swords is doing, like professionally or whatever. That's how that's going to work out. And that's all I'm getting on that, because we don't need to go into some big thing about the purpose-aligned partnerships right now. That'll likely come out in subsequent reads if we need to have a read about a purpose-aligned partnership. Okay, so assignment number 3. Now this one, I don't know what, this is like some big deal energy over here. Holy shit! What is happening on this pile? This is a wild pile. All right, this assignment, we got justice. What is underneath justice is justice and the Wheel of Fortune. What I'm telling y'all is, like, y'all, I promise you, this is the law in politics. Like, y'all are out here creating major shifts in the legal system and in the political world. Like, and that is not, there can be, like, mutual aid and stuff going on somewhere here, but these are, like, major forces. Like, this is, I don't know, these are, like, people forming, like, new political parties or, like, something like that. Or, like, dismantling, like, so the legal system and the political system and, you know, the national anthem and all of that, that's all spell work. The documents that are enshrined in Washington, D.C., you know, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, all those are all magical documents. All of this, like, all this stuff that is codified into law and everything else, that is all magic. That is all a magical system, but it's a very powerful one, because there's a lot of shit behind that, a lot of money, a lot of power, a lot of this, a lot of that, and it affects a lot of people. So you, as of now, because like I'm saying, it's probably not the best idea to just destroy that utterly, even though, like, look, part of me is just like, are you sure? But it's probably not for the greater good, is what I'm saying. So we are going to have people making concentrated efforts, prolonged efforts within the political system, within the justice system, and that's at all levels. That's, you know, local, small levels, because this could be something as like getting on a board of education or something like that. So let's get some clarifiers on our justice Wheel of Fortune. It all came out at once. Okay. Anything under here? Well, might be more partnerships over here, but I'm telling you, like, someone's hung up. Someone's hung up from coming in to collaborate at the moment, all right? They got to get some shit right over here. This is another purpose-aligned partnership pile, or at least, like, there is no way that you would be working in isolation in order to get this done. This is like a collaborative effort. And it's a public one. Y'all are the type of people who, like, people are going to know who you are eventually, if not now. Like, these are people who would likely one day be appearing on, like, mainstream media, or on very, very big podcasts, things like that. This is going to be very, very visible work. You might be wealthy people already. And so this is somehow using your wealth or redistributing your wealth to serve the greater good. So we have the Star, the Nine of Pentacles. This is the Page of Swords and the Fool. That's some sort of like, you might be a defense attorney or something like that. But this is also like, whatever that Page of Swords is, that is opposition to whatever it is that you're doing. It is also a fight that you are fighting in order to like allow people class mobility. Like I'm saying, like this is about, when you're talking about empowerment, okay, it doesn't matter how empowered someone is when the system is against them. And that's a thing. Like, I know a lot of us would just like to sit here and be like, oh, well, it's just as long as I'm in touch with my authenticity and my personal empowerment, I can just do whatever I want. No, you can't. There are larger forces than yourself. There are certain systems and things that affect other, like, so you're in the Nine of Pentacles, right? These systems are not going to affect you the same as someone in the Five of Pentacles, or the Two, or the Three. Like, that's reality, okay? Like laws are for the poor. The wealthier you are, the less the law is going to affect you. Or the more oomph, you really have to violate some shit in order for the law to actually crack down on you as like a super wealthy person. And I'm not saying it's fair, I'm just saying it is so. So, like, I don't care, like, what you want to do. Under capitalism, if you don't have any capital, then, like, you need to do something else to accrue either capital or influence. You need to be able to influence other people coming together as a group to do, like, one mass movement in order to, like, balance that out. And most people aren't going to do that with you because that involves some sort of danger and risk, and they would rather watch the new season of Bridgerton. Okay, so that's what you're up against. So anyway, like, it's a long-term process is what I'm saying. So let's go around again. But this is work at a much grander scale. Yes. You are not visible yet. Or there are people who would like you to not be visible. Like, as you become more visible, you will likely encounter more opposition trying to either like legitimately imprison you, or to get you to stop talking, or to get like society at large to ignore you. Whatever this is, it's something that like this Nine of Pentacles is the Hermit and the Eight of coins. Like, you're gonna be someone, it's like, it's not gonna, what you have to be someone when people start like muckraking on you or whatever, it can't stop you. Like, you can't really be worried about what somebody's thinking about you or your reputation or whatever. Like, because that's how somebody would be looking to bind you. So if this is like someone who is like more like law or legal, or who can use their words, like, you would have to be able to like spin. Like, people who are like really good at spin, like I don't remember the freaking woman, that horrible blonde woman who like works for Donald Trump, Kelly something, like, she's on Fox News now, but like, she used to appear and like she would say the most like ridiculous shit. Like, that's the thing, like, you almost have to be like, but like for like justice, you would need to do, like, it doesn't matter what someone says about you, you just essentially just have to stand up there and go, no, you, but like in a better way, right? Like, that's what that Kelly like that weird, anyway, she looks like a cadaver to me, I'm so sorry. But like, that's all the nasty crap that she's been channeling through her system that's done that to her. It just looks like an embalmed like dead person, their hair falling out. So what is this Page of Swords? Yeah, you just like, no matter what people say about you, you're just gonna have to be like, I don't care, like, I don't care. We're moving forward through that. We're moving forward through that. That's like, that doesn't exist. That is fake news. Wrong. fake news going forward. And some people, like, that's gonna sound nasty to some people to like work in that kind of way, but like in the legal and political system, like I don't know what you want. So the people who are going to be operating in that way are going to understand what I'm talking about. And it may not be that I'm getting details correct, but there's a certain amount of like weird crap that you need to do like politically and legally to get some shit done that like other people aren't going to understand. And irony, because like to me, I'm just like, ugh, I'm glad that's not my thing, because I'm actually kind of repulsed by this, but that's why. Listen, I'm telling you, it is this is the magic that these people, wrong, no, you. I'm actually an incredibly stable genius. I promise you, this is some of what this is. So like you could actually end up like taking political office or something like that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm giving you a flavor, a touch of the energy that you would have to be contending with here. And for me, I'm just like, like I'm way more in line with like assignments number 1 and 2. Assignment number 3, like, oh no, that's not mine. Get out of here with that. But for some of you, apparently it's on the table. So there we go, assignment number 3. Now, assignment number 4, also I'm seeing powerful energy here. What is up? Oh, my dear God. Well, assignment number 4. Assignment number 4, I'm being gendered about this. This is for like, predominantly, it's not all the way across the board, all right? This assignment is predominantly for men. Cis-het men, those who identify as men in like way more traditional masculinity, okay? That's assignment number 4. What is assignment number 4? The Lovers and the Emperor. Well, the Emperor needs an Empress to do whatever work that they're going to do. These might be the people who are entering into formal marriages and creating like more of the traditional, like what we would expect like a marriage to look like, right? Or not. Like this could just get really whacked out for a second, and some of it could look like that, and then some of it is just like, this is what the new tradition is going to look like, okay? But this right here, this is about coming into union with other people. Like in a romantic sense, like some sort of committed romantic thing with the Lovers and the Emperor. So if you know that you're a man who like wants to get married or wants like a solid partner or something like that, you need to get on that, chief. Okay, like start like figuring it out, because I've got like you need to understand that you're like not meant to be like doing this work alone or some crap like that. I'm supposed to be shuffling, because that's not, you're supposed to be in family with somebody. These are like creating families or something like that. Okay, I gotta switch, because I'm telling me no on this deck. It's this deck over here. So what's going on underneath this Emperor? Again, if this is resonating with you and you are not a man, okay, just like, this fine. It's just, I'm strongly getting this for men. Strongly getting this for men. Or if you are a woman and this is resonating with you, just know that like you are going to be involved with this, but you're not necessarily the most active force in this assignment. This person is going to be coming to you. And also, assignments are going to cross over with other assignments, because once y'all are all working on y'all's assignments, everybody's going to be working together anyway. So like expect crossover. Like people who are in assignments number 1 and 2 might end up working together, right? People who are in assignments 1 and 2 might end up consulting with people who are in assignments 3. All right. All right, there's something going on here, because this is less about like, there's like whoever these emperors are, whatever you're doing right now, it's not it. Either you know that or you don't know it. You're in 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Like you need to understand something and start taking action, because like time is short. is what I'm getting for y'all over here in assignment number 4. And I'm getting some of y'all have been dragging your feet on some of this shit, and you need to like get your dragging your feet. You kind of need to get your asses into gear if you know that this is you, because like you're just gonna get left behind. Yeah, left behind. You will be in the darkness. So what is this? Oh yeah, there's something you need to realize. The Hanged Man, the King of Swords. Like, get into the intellectual game. What is this? Can we get, like, what is the realization? Oh, maybe that you need a partner. Y'all might be like, I'm never getting married. I'm not gonna, like, I'm just gonna be a fuckboy or whatever. No. Sorry, it's not for you. Maybe it was yours for a season. It's not for you. That's not who you are. You need to realize that. And the way that you would realize that is if you've been like kind of behaving in more of fuckboy energy or whatever. It's going to be creating burdens for you. Like long term, like, because short term, like especially if these are like multiple sexual partners, like that is something like the hunt, the chase, and the conquest is all pleasurable, plus that physical act is pleasurable. But like it's like someone sitting there and binging on a whole bunch of junk food. Eventually it just like it accumulates, right? And then it leads to problems. Okay, so that's how you're gonna kind of know. Like this is somebody who's got a really bad hangover. But like keeps going back and drinking for some reason because they're just like, it's what they're comfortable with, even though it like sucks. Yeah, like there's some like you probably are a fuckboy or something. But like this is also, you need to command your own action. Like you need to take action. Like this is something that you would be like, you are not like having multiple partners or like shirking like the whole like romance courtship thing because like you super want to. Like this would be someone who either got like really burned in the past and so they're scared of trying to do something like that again. So they've just like devolved into like hedonistic excess. Or it's someone who believes that like this option is not available to for some reason, even though they want it. And so they're settling for something else. Like that's kind of how you would start determining if something, like if you're supposed to be taking some other direction within partnership, because it's a very serious thing. And I don't want to like confuse anybody who's actually like, here's the thing, you're going to know because there would be like some sort of suffering involved. And that's going to show up, like if people are like in polycules who aren't supposed to be in polycules, you're just going to fuck up the polycule. So please get out for the people who are actually supposed to be in polyamorous relationships. Like, please stop trying, like if you are a monogamist, stop trying to be a polygamist, okay? Or polyamorous. And if you are polyamorous, stop trying to be like monogamous. Or if you're like ethically non-monogamous, stop trying to be monogamous. Stop lying to people, stop lying to yourself. Yes, whatever you are doing right now in your material space with your relationships, you are in the 5 of Pentacles. That's how you would know. This is creating some sort of like negative effect in your material environment. And it has been for a while. So now this Judgment. This is less about like, a role and more about how you're conducting yourself in relationships. Yeah, you need to walk away. Like that Judgment is you need to walk away from whatever this is and get whatever healing that you need. And you're going to go from the 5 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles. Like that, whatever that 5 of Pentacles thing is, like, yeah, you need to, you may need to practice some retention here, all right? You might need to go through a period of celibacy is what I'm saying. But this is also, like, if there's any sort of, like, you've been, like, supporting people financially or, like, wasting money on things like spicy workers, e-girls, scrippers, things like that, like, that is, like, wasting your money. Like, you're going to the 5 of Pentacles. You need to invest that elsewhere. Or if you are like sugaring or just like, I don't know, giving your money to stupid, like people that you shouldn't be giving your money towards, it's something like that. Like you are depleting your own energy somehow both internally and materially in the way that you are conducting yourselves in your relationships, and you need to stop. You need to stop. And the only way you're going to stop that is by realizing what's going on, accepting it, and then moving through it. Like, that's it. So there are 3 more cards here because, like, oh, yeah. You may need to get with some of the people in assignments number 1 and 2, because there's some sort of like transformative work that needs to go on here with you or with y'all. All right. Oh. Yeah, if you are currently in a partnership or multiple partnerships with other people, you need to end that, or it's going to end for you. Like, here's the thing. You can either take some agency over this process, or it'll be done for you. All right, so like, if you don't listen to me and you're thinking, that one's not for me, like, I can stay right where I am. If it blows up in your face, I want you to remember this read. I want you to remember that you watched this and go, oh, she was talking to me. I was. But it's okay. Like, you can do it or you cannot do it. It's gonna happen no matter what. I don't have to. Yeah, you got a dick witch. Y'all have dick witches. That's what y'all have. Y'all have dick witches. You're in like a relationship with a dick witch. You solicit dick witches, and it's going to fuck you up. If you don't fuck it up, you run things, things don't run you. Right now, you are being run by the dick witches. And why? When you're the emperor. What the fuck is that? Yes, these dick witches are giving you energetic burdens, all right? This is like a situation where you likely have what we all crassly refer to as sexually transmitted demons, and you need to like cleanse, all right? You need to banish and cleanse. Start doing some LBRPs, okay? And see what dick witches stay and which dick witches leave, okay? Just see what falls apart. Yeah, this might be a long-term investment. Either in one person or like multiple people. This is something you like. Oh no. Oh, this also is something like if you start experiencing like disasters and towers because of this, you need to review the tapes on the past 7 years. That's what you need to look at. Your behavior and what you have been engaging with over the past 7 years and go, damn, I need to stop. Oh, look at that. Don't talk to me. This is like too much substances, too much sex. Like, no. No, we need to fix this. We need to fix this. Oh my Lord. Look, all I'm telling you is you can get on your obsessionist shit. As your attorney, I advise you to get on your obsessionist shit and put an end to this yourself, or due to whatever you have been doing over the past 7 years, you are going to be going into the Tower and the Ten of Swords like just of your own accord, and you will have no control and no agency over it. Okay? Either way, the Tao will flow because you'll just be removed from the game. You're going to be removed from the game board with that Ten of Swords tower. If you don't start Ten of Swordsing towering, you will be Ten of Swords towering, and then you will just be eliminated. And like you'll probably go into the dark timelines or whatever, and you'll work stuff out, and then you'll come back. Like you'll still benefit from the mega happy timeline, but you're not going to have an active role in it. Okay, you've got stuff to work out on the dark timelines. Yeah, but I'm telling you, if you get on your obsessive shit, okay, you will get to the six of Pentacles, all right? Like, it'll work out for you. Yeah, it's like, come on, see through the veil, okay? Oh my God. So I'm not getting it. Like, y'all know what you know if this is you. Oh my God. So now, let's get some final advice. That was a weird one. Okay, it's in here. Final advice, outcome. I'm not even getting Jesus on this one. I'm just not. I don't feel like it today. Maybe if I do another read. Oh, God. What am I going to say about, well, that's more about reviewing. Like happiness and all of this shit. Let me go around one more row because I see what they're saying. But I would like to have like, you know, I like to have my strong statement at the end, all right? I realize I'm being a bit lazy and like wanting it to come from the cards. I could just come to it myself, but I'm just like, oh, they're going to be such jerks and like just give me the same message. All right, look, if you want what you want, right? If any of this has resonated for you and you, in fact, want to channel the energy of the Mega Happy Timeline and you want to see that Mega Happy Timeline unfold within consensus reality and not just in your personal life, okay? What you need to do is you need to review the tapes over the past 7 years. You need to look at what you did. What did you invest in? What worked out? What didn't? What were you perhaps overindulging in? What perhaps like did you see that maybe you did not stand up to, either in yourself or in your actual environment? And also these things need to be given grace and compassion if it's something within you, right? A particular behavior, whatever, a belief system that has been giving you kind of nastier manifestations. Okay, well, you didn't know, all right? Usually you don't know, or like, the reason why it persists is because these things are really painful to work through. And most people don't want to sit in that, all right? And can you really freaking blame them? But I would say if it comes more as a nastier surprise, is, oh my God, I didn't even realize that I was doing it, all right? The more that we sit in shame and blame and self-castigation and all that, there's no need to flagellate yourself, okay? All that is necessary is that you realize it. You go, oh my God, I can't believe like I caused so much like problems over here. And like you can do forgiveness work if you want to, but like all that other stuff is just a blockage to dropping the thing and like transforming yourself. Shame and like self-castigation and being like, ooh, all of that is like a waste of time. So the quicker that you can get out of that, the better. Like the quicker that you'll just like progress through that. So if you notice like self-pitying or like all of that stuff, or like wanting to punish yourself for something, or like getting very like angry at yourself or whatever, like I get it. And maybe some of that might be necessary to a certain extent, but if you can just drop it, I would suggest that you drop it because it's not useful at all. So what you're asked to be doing right now is either being strong in your strategy with other people, or at least yourself, or you need, if you know that there's more internal work that you need to do, you need to be strong in looking at the ways that you didn't see a lie, you didn't see deception happening in front, like how come I didn't see that red flag, all right? Why did I allow myself to ignore that red flag? Why did I clock it and then decide, no, like that's the kind of stuff. You need to be able to be strong to look at self-deception. How did I lie to myself here? Because what we're doing on the internal work is bringing ourselves into union with ourselves. But this is also happening on the external. When we're doing that, we are also coming into union with other people and creating something larger than what we could do alone. And that is part of what is, well, it's pretty much the only part of what's going on with the Mega Happy Timeline, okay? So what I will be doing, what I know I've been prompted to do, is I need to put together a little cheat sheet that has like the established channel lore on it, because like people are going to be coming in and out. Like the people who are coming like a year from now, we need to have like a shit, like, look, okay, let us have the recap episode. This is everything that's happened so far on this channel. All of the meta narratives that have been developing and going on that we are monitoring and also participating in simultaneously. We are tracking the development of these things, and also like the references that people might not be getting. So I am compiling that. I am putting it together, and we'll be posting it regularly on the community page of the channel, so we can have a record of what's going on here, because like not everybody is going to want to go back and watch like all of those freaking videos, right? It's not necessary. So we will start keeping records of the lore. We will start keeping records of the deep lore, all right? So look out for that if you so care to keep up with the lore of the channel and how these things are developing within the manifestation space, within the digital space, within the imaginal space, and also as it unfolds within the material space. You might want to start keeping some magical records. And so, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, I am, of course, your eternal GM, the game master for this, the game of life. I am also, of course, the greatest magician of the age, and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world. We will make America great for once. Fly this boat to the moon somehow. Shift our world into the mega happy timeline, leaving it a much better place than it was before. Because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space and meaning.